question to our guests as well, who are joining us on the broadcast. We have Mr. R.P. Singh from the BJP, Anika Mehrotra from the Congress Party, Chirag Sethi of the Aam Aadmi Party. We'll also have Mr. Umesh Saigal join us in just a bit, who is the former Chief Secretary of Delhi. Thank you all. Good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for speaking to us on the broadcast. I want to cut across to Chirag Sethi first. Chirag, trying to understand from you. It looks like that the bill will pass on the floor of the House. How is it that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to take it up politically?
Thank you, Anusha, for inviting me. First of all, this bill, as said by all the opposition members, have been unconstitutional. The power of a legislative assembly, the power of the elected people is being diluted. And the nation is seeing all this. Yeah. It's not that it's been hidden. It's been seen all over that you're making a 3-member committee where just the CM will sit and two of the chief secretary and the principal secretary can take all the decisions. They not even have the power to call an assembly. They are dependent on the LG. You want the bureaucrats to sit on your head. See, you have to understand, if there is some issue, you will go to the bureaucrat. He's there today, tomorrow he's transferred to some other state.
Yes.
And work will all be stalled. This is just a way to stall the work that has been done by Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji. The whole idea is to stop this party from growing, because they know the work we have done in the past is good enough for us to go and work in all other states. Now they realize it. Even the Home Minister said in his address in the Lok Sabha, it's a Supari Jitna party. If it's a Supari Jitna party, then why are you so troubled by us? Why do you want to take away the privilege of services, which was a part before the 220?
But Chirag, I guess the question boils down to, we also have Mr. R.P. Singh now, who's with us on the broadcast. The question boils down to, what are you going to do about it? If they have the numbers in favor of them, and numbers in any democracy, especially in a situation like this, form the brute reality, what are you going to do about it other than the political criticism of it, which you have all the right to do so?
Anusha, with the political part of it, the government, the people of Delhi are saying this. They have not voted BJP into power for the last 25 years, and I'm sure they will not vote them for the next 25 years. Along with that, we will be taking our legal course. They have been shot down twice in the past, in 2018, in 2023, and I am very sure even Shri Abhishek Manu Singhvi has also said, third time also, this will not stand in the court of law. The constitutional bench will not entertain this. It is against the federal structure of constitution, where the legislatures have no power at the end of the day. It is all the bureaucracy. See, Delhi has a very special status. It is not a regular union territory. It's a union territory with a special status. That is why their own people.
No, you're absolutely right that legally and constitutionally, the manner in which Delhi has its working, it's unparalleled, it's unprecedented. No other union territory is governed in the manner Delhi is governed. I want to bring in Mr. R.P. Singh into the discussion before I bring in Anika as well. Mr. R.P. Singh, are you scared of the work which is being done by the Aam Aadmi Party? That's what the AAP is saying, that because the BJP is scared of the work, that is why they have subverted the Supreme Court judgment. R.P. Singh ji, agar aapko meri awaaz aa rahi hai. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
My question to you is, we were hearing Mr. Chirag Sethi from the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes, I can hear you now.
And the Aam Aadmi Party is making an argument that the BJP is resorting to these tactics, to these legislative means and moves, because it's scared of the work which is being done by the AAP in the National Capital Territory. Respond to that argument, sir. All right, it seems like we're having problem with the audio of Mr. R.P. Singh. I'll just ask my team to fix that. Anika ji, coming to you, taking in a word from you, despite the best possible efforts of the Aam Aadmi Party, with the Congress Party also being on board, it was something that they were seeking with the opposition alliance, that everybody should come together and oppose this ordinance/bill, which is all set to be passed. But this political opposition hasn't yielded tangible results. Are you disappointed?
No, not at all. Ma'am, please understand, time and again, it is seen that the BJP cannot digest the legal, constitutional authority of an elected government. Be it money power, muscle power, whichever way they want to crush it, or do horse trading, or dismantle the elected government. So there are ways and means. They might use the authority of the parliament. They might show that they are absolutely clear about the rules and regulation. But the undercurrent is that they cannot relish anybody but themselves being in power. And this is going to cause very deadly to the Bharatiya Janata Party. They are a scared lot. They are worried because they know very well that they might have formed an NDA with 38 foster children, but the INDIA India, stands for a purpose. The purpose is not to allow this country to fall prey to divisive politics, to communal rights. You've seen what's happening all around.
I want to first clarify before I ask you the next question. In my individual learned and limited capacity, I believe that any time a constitution bench judgment of a Supreme Court is overturned, any government should be very duly cautious, and that takes me back to history. There are 2 to 3 occasions which I can remember where the Supreme Court judgments, constitution bench judgments, were subverted, and it was during the Congress tenure of former Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi and Mr. Rajiv Gandhi.
I agree completely, but understand what was done then and what is being done today. The service bill has been revoked. Please understand that the whole purpose is not to allow our elected CM to voice out his opinion or to get some work done. Irrespective which party it is. The trouble that here is that you have to a chief secretary and lieutenant governor and the chief minister left with no veto power. So ultimately, any which way the lieutenant governor is always in a confrontation mode, be it Delhi or be it any Indian state where the BJP is not ruling. So that stops the elected government to function in its full-fledged form. After all, people of Delhi have elected a particular party and they expect work to be done.
We are waiting for the BJP to also join into this discussion. Mr. R.P. Singh will be back with us in just a bit. Mr. Umesh Sehgal, who is the former Chief Secretary of Delhi, is joining us on the broadcast. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for speaking with us. As we talk about this bill, the developments which are set to happen in Rajya Sabha, what are your thoughts on the move of the union government? The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress and the entire INDIA, the opposition lot, argues that this is crippling of an elected government. Yes, Delhi has a special status, a special arrangement, but that doesn't take away the fact that it's an elected government at the end of the day. Mr. Sehgal, if you can hear me, that question for you, sir.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, sir. Please go ahead and make your argument.
Just because it is an elected government doesn't mean it can ride roughshod over the views of the bureaucracy. The civil service has also a constitutional role to play. The All India services were created under the President by the Constitution. The civil service is recruited by the Union Public Service Commission. They have a role to play. They have to ensure that the law is followed. They have to ensure that the Constitution is followed. They have to ensure that the Supreme Court directions are followed. Now, the point here is that it is not a omnibus thing that the politician can say anything. Now, as far as the recruitment policy, services have 3 aspects. You have recruitment, you have vigilance, and you have a transfer scope. Now, when it comes to recruitment, it is the Union Public Service Commission. Nobody has any role, whether the central government or the state government. The Union Public Service Commission makes recommendations, you are bound to appoint them. As far as the vigilance matters are concerned, there is an overseeing body created by an Act of Parliament called the Central Vigilance Commission. As far as the Delhi is concerned, the Central Vigilance Commission has complete authority. They have appointed the Chief Secretary as the Chief Vigilance Officer. As the Chief Vigilance Officer, he has complete authority as far as vigilance matters are concerned.
But sir, how do you reconcile with the fact that when the Supreme Court interpreted the law or the arrangement of Delhi, it interpreted it in a very different manner than what this bill talks about?
No, I am not getting into the legal aspects of the whole thing. Ultimately, the matter will go to the Supreme Court again, and the Supreme Court will decide. I am talking of the merits of the bill as I see them, or demerits of the bill as I see them. I think the only demerit of the bill that I see is that the Chief Minister should not be heading the Civil Services Authority.
Interesting.
The recommendations of the Civil Services Authority should go through him. To the Lieutenant Governor. The Civil Services Authority, you can imagine the position of...
Sir, I take that argument, and I'll also ask my team to fix a bit of echo that we're getting in your voice. We'll just fix that. Mr. R.P. Singh is also